Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's picker card reading, we will find out what do people think about you. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello, Group 1. If you guys chose the first image, let's start your reading by taking a look at your oracles to find out what do people think about you. And then we will move on to certain special categories with the help of the tarot cards. So we'll find out what does your partner think about you? What do your friends and family think about you? What do your colleagues or the people you work with think about you? And if you have somebody in mind, if you like somebody, let's say your crush, then what does that person think about you? So let's begin with the overall thing first. So the oracles that came out for you, group one, are happiness. Then we have phrases which says motivation, and over here we have never give up with the number 24. We have man holding a coin with the number 43, and we have growth. Firstly, I feel like people really love spending time with you. They think that you're great company, you're a great person to hang out with, mostly because with you, every conversation just ends up being a really nice pep talk. You are everybody's cheerleader. You make people feel seen, you make them feel heard. You know how it happens sometimes we spend time with somebody and then our social batteries they just get drained out real quick, maybe because they're energy vampires and whatnot. But with you it's the contrary. It's like when somebody speaks to you or they hang out with you, their social batteries or their energetic batteries, they get refueled, they get recharged because of you. People think of you as somebody who stays in their own lane and seems pretty content with the way that their life is going. People think that you're very hardworking, and it's quite possible over here with motivation and growth that a lot of people could have witnessed your journey from close quarters and seen how you went from being, you know, just for the sake of explaining, how you went from being a nobody to now somebody. It also seems over here that people think of you as a person who is very self motivated. Like you're not necessarily looking for anybody to encourage you or to give you any validation, and only then can you keep going forward. If your heart lies in it, you will go for it, and then there is no stopping you. People also think that you're very goofy, you're very silly, you make people laugh really easily. People feel very safe to open up to you, probably share their deepest, darkest secrets with you without any fear of judgment from your side. I can also see over here with man holding a coin that there legit might be a lot of people who want to commit to you, who want to get into a relationship with you, or who see a lot of potential in you, who think of you as marriage material or relationship material and stuff like that. I feel like, at least, n- not necessarily even if from close quarters or something, but how far along you've come in life is pretty evident. Maybe it's because of what you're posting on social media. So for example's sake, let's say if 4 or 5 years ago you barely ever posted anything related to your social life, now because of all the hard work and because of how great you're doing at life, every few months you're posting about being at a new place, exploring new things, going out, living your life, having fun. So you are growing in life and it shows. And I feel like if not all, then at least most people are very happy for you, and they're very happy to witness how far along you've come. Doesn't matter whether you're a masculine or feminine, but I feel like mostly because you bring this um, driven energy with you, so which stereotypically is associated with um, masculines. So people think of you as somebody who is in that driven, motivated, masculine energy. And of course, we have the softness over here as well with um, the lovely pinks and blues and happiness and all of that. So I would say that it's a good mix. In fact, with 24 and 43 over here, I feel group one, you're the kind of person who gets along very well with almost every age group. Whether it's teenagers, whether it is young adults, whether it is old people, whether it is kids, you seem to be a crowd favorite. It's very easy for all of them to talk to you. In fact, I would say actually it's easy for you to talk to all of them. You always know exactly what it is to say. You have the art of holding a conversation, which again is something that people notice and they really like about you. Something about your hair, your eyes is also coming through. Maybe people often keep asking you which shampoo do you use, which conditioner do you use, or what's your skincare routine. Because I just heard that there's this natural glow on your face, which people find really attractive. So perhaps you keep getting flooded with questions like this: what's your skincare routine, what's your hair care routine, and stuff like that. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group one. So we will start by asking, what does your partner think of you? And when I say partner, it is spouse included. Just to make it clear, because sometimes people are like, you spoke about partner, but you didn't mention spouse. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords over here, but the first thing that I heard was they actually like the fact that you can be a bit of a heartbreaker. I mean, it's not like you've broken their heart, but they just know that the person who's walking right next to them has the ability to break hearts. At the bottom of the deck over here, we have the Hermit. So they know that you're loyal. So it's not like they have any issues in that regard. In fact, I feel like for them, it's a bit of a flex. That look at my partner. My partner is so successful. My partner is so good looking. My partner can be a heartbreaker if they wanted to be, but they're not. And I feel so lucky to be with somebody like Group One. In fact, the other message that I'm getting over here with the Three of Swords is that even though on the outside, of course, there is this energy of hustling and just going out there in the world and achieving what it is that you have to, you might actually be beneath all of this. And like I said, see, because mostly people view you in this masculine energy, but it's quite possible that deep within you are very sensitive, very soft, very I mean, you get affected by things very easily. Perhaps you see something or you read something and it triggers you and it stays with you, and it takes you some time to be able to get yourself out of it. And of course, because they're your partner, so they're very well aware of all of that. But this sensitivity of yours is something which I feel they really cherish about you. The fact that you have this heart full of and brimming with empathy is something that they really like about you. Okay, now let us see, what do your friends and family think of you, group one. We have the Page of Wands over here. So your friends and family also think of you as a go-getter. At the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Your friends and family think that you are doing an excellent job managing your life. For them, it seems like you've got your life in order. Everything is pretty sorted. You've managed to strike a good work-life balance. They think that you've kept your inner child alive. And so I feel like that quirky, goofy side of yours is something that mostly comes out in front of your friends and family, which is why, too, perhaps this is how they view you, as the Page of Wands, and they're all for it, and they're here for it. They really like it, especially if they're having a rough day and they call you up and you can crack them up with your silly jokes and antics. So they really like that about you. Another thing, something that your friends and family think of you is that once you're very determined. So once you've made up your mind about something, there is no stopping you. You don't have the word quit in your dictionary. If you want to go after something, you will go and get it done and then show others how to get it done. I also feel like your friends and family find you very inspirational. Now, of course, because they're your friends and family, so a bit of a roasting always keeps happening. So they might not necessarily tell you all these deeper feelings, but trust me when I say that they really do feel very inspired by you. Okay, now let's find out what your colleagues or the people you work for. Um, I mean, I would say clients, colleagues, bosses, all of those people. What do they think of you? We have judgment over here. So the people that you work with think that you are a very practical person, a very sorted person. Oh, interesting. Again, at the bottom of the deck, we have the temperance card over here. So they think that you're someone who knows how to use their emotions and intellect both. The people that you work with also think that you're someone who's very good at guiding them about what needs to be done or how does a particular thing need to be done. In fact, I feel like the people that you work with really look forward to your opinion on something, and it's almost as if your opinion matters a great deal to them. Doesn't matter which position you're working on, doesn't matter how many clients you have, whoever it is that you work for, work with, for all of them, you seem to be really important. Like what you say goes. That is the kind of an energy that I'm getting over here. In fact, they know that if everyone is saying that we should go ahead with this project, but if group one says that I have my doubts about it, then it is something that they need to take seriously, because group one is rarely ever wrong in their perception of a particular situation. So yeah, they do take you very very seriously. In fact, it's quite possible, and just for example, say group one, maybe it has happened with you that, let's say you found a better job, but then while you're leaving the current company, they're literally begging you not to leave and to stay back, because that's how indispensable you are to these people. Okay, now let's see, if you like somebody, if you have a crush on somebody, what does that person think of you? We have the tower over here, and at the bottom of what is going on? At the bottom of the deck, again, we have temperance. I feel like your crush, and I don't know how much of a conversation you've had with this person. Maybe they got a chance with you and then they blew it up, and so they haven't been able to stop thinking about it. Or it is possible that they think that the situation with you can be a bit too risky. They don't know what kind of a response might they get if they express interest in you, especially because you seem to be someone who's really popular and really admired. Maybe they think that they have minimal chances with you. I mean, barely any chances with you. That might be a reason why they're very skeptical of approaching you, because there is that inhibition for sure with the energy of the tower card over here. They might also be a bit scared of how you might react if they approach you. I don't know where this is coming from, to be honest, because at the bottom of the deck, we did have temperance. Maybe they saw somebody asking you out and they saw you lashing out at that person. Of course, there could have been a backstory to this, but from their point of view, maybe they think that, oh, so with group one, you have to be very, very careful when you're approaching them, because with them, shit can go down south real quick. But for most of you over here with the tower, I feel like whoever this person is, they had a chance with you, they absolutely effed it up, and now they cannot stop thinking about it, because they realize that you are one of a kind, group one. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Group 2. If you guys chose the second image, we will begin your reading by taking an overall look at what people think of you using the oracles. And then we will move on to your tarot cards and find out what does your partner or spouse think of you, what do your friends and family think about you, what do your colleagues think about you, and what does your crush think about you. So the oracles that came out for you, Group 2, are transformation. Then we have clouds, which says distractions with the number 11. We have adjacent possibilities with the number 24. And we have peace. The reason why I'm telling you the numbers, maybe they're significant to you in some way. Maybe you were born on the 11th of a month or 24th of a month. Perhaps you were born in November or May, February, April. Okay, so what do people think of you, Group 1? I feel like people think that you have a very, very dynamic personality, that you're very unpredictable. They never know what to expect from you. In fact, over here with adjacent possibilities and peace, they can't even be certain of whether they'll get a good response from you or not if they try to approach you. And I think the reason behind it, especially with the transformation energy, is that you do not have a fixed way of dealing with everyone. So it's not like every interaction of yours with every person ever will have you having slapped a smile on your face, and you just um in fact, I wouldn't even say peaceful. It's just not very linear. It depends upon whom are you interacting with, what kind of a conversation are they having with you, are they getting on your nerves or not, are they unnecessarily dragging the conversation, because I do feel over here with distractions that your attention span isn't all that great. So it really takes effort for somebody to be able to hold your attention. And it shows, like if somebody's talking to you, it shows. I mean, they can tell when you're done with the conversation, because then you might start shuffling your feet, you might start looking here and there, and so they know that their time with you is up, and you'll most likely now be making some excuse to leave. So a lot of people also think, because of this reason, that you can sometimes be a bit hard to please. Regardless, over here, I do feel like there are a lot of people who secretly admire you and who secretly think about you a lot. Now, the reason why I say secretly is because with adjacent possibilities and peace over here, they never really know. What if they tell you that they like you, and you give them a good response, but then hey, what if they tell you that they like you and you lose your shit? That wouldn't be a good look for them. Most people, I feel, you keep them at bay, because with adjacent possibilities over here, and when I see all of these doors open, I feel like there are a lot of people who want access to you, but you keep denying that access to them. You might be a very private person whom people are very curious about. And I mean, the answer lies in the question itself. The reason why they're curious about you is because you're such a private person. But then, whatever it is that they've been able to see of you, see of your social media activity for that matter, it seems like you have a very social life. It seems like you have a great set of friends or family that you hang out with. So, hey, why are they still onlookers? Why aren't they a part of that clique, if you will? So, there definitely is that sense of people finding you very, very intriguing. With peace over here, again, like I said, I don't think you talk to too many people. You might have your own reasons. Although, honestly, with the transformation being your first card over here, group one, I think that this is who you are now, and that you weren't always like this. And along the way, you could have had your fair share of lessons about how much to trust people and how much to open up to them, because of which perhaps now you're very cautious of whom do you let in. And so I think that is why, on purpose, you keep your circle small, because the smaller your circle is, the better it is for your mental health, and you're able to ensure peace around you that way. Maybe you're someone who does a lot of things all at once. Maybe you have multiple sources of income, which people know of and they really admire it, although they keep wondering how do you manage to do it. I was getting another message. Let me pause to get it back. Oh yeah. So the message I was getting was, people also think that you are a bit of an all-rounder. Like there are a lot of things that you're good at. You are good at your career also, then you're very good at managing your personal life also. And this isn't a new perception. This is an old perception. For example, even when you were in school, people did think of you as someone who was good both at studies as well as co-curricular stuff. Okay, now let us move on to your tarot cards, group 2. So what does your partner think of you? And when I say partner, spouse included, and we have the strength card over here, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 5 of cups. So Your partner thinks of you as someone who's very dependable, very sincere, very genuine, very loyal, and the rock that they can lean on in their difficult times. You are their biggest source of strength. Group two, which is so beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups over here. So it's almost as if you are the person who helps your partner look at the bigger picture. You are the person who helps your partner to move on from setbacks that they might have faced in life. You are the person who helps your partner to look at the better, brighter things in life rather than wallowing on things that maybe did not work out for them. It is because of you that your partner is able to keep on moving forward rather than staying stuck in a particular situation, in a particular friendship, or perhaps even a job which isn't working out for them, because they know that you will be supportive of them in that decision. You will not counter question them, you will not doubt them. And so, with you by their side, your partner ends up feeling better about themselves. You make them feel powerful and confident, which they really appreciate. Okay, now let's see what your friends and family think of you, group two. We have the Eight of Swords over here, and at the bottom of the deck again we have the Five of Cups. So, oh, interesting. So when it comes to your friends and family with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups, I think your friends and family think that you sometimes worry about imaginary problems which don't even exist. Your friends and family think that you stress about things that haven't even happened and most likely will never happen. Your friends and family also think that you are someone who just assumes a lot rather than communicating and clarifying. You're someone who lives in their head a lot. Sometimes your friends and family might say that you're very delusional and you need to be more practical, but then, hey, it's just their perception. Their perception does not have to be your reality. But yeah, that's what they think. I feel like you are a source of strength for your partner, but when it comes to you, you go to your friends and family to get a reality check. And I think that is why they see you sometimes as this in this energy of the Eight of Swords, that they have to calm you down and they have to tell you that you're unnecessarily worrying or you're unnecessarily panicking. As we say, the future that you're worrying about, you might not even be existing in that future, so why are you panicking about it, why are you worrying about it, something like that. But I feel like it somewhere makes you very dear to them, and I feel like your friends and family are very protective of you as well. Okay, now let's ask, what do your colleagues think of you, what do the people you work with think of you? So these can be your clients also. We have the moon over here, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. So the people you work with, oh, so these actually might be um, the energy of the people that I was catching up over here earlier. But there are a lot of people who want to get closer to you, but they don't really get that opportunity with you. And over here with the moon card, I feel like the people that you work with know or feel like there definitely is another side to you, because when you're interacting with them you're all just about business, very serious, keeping conversations limited to the point. But they seem to be very curious about getting to know a more personal side of yours, a more softer side of yours. What do you like when you're off from work? What are your likes or dislikes, your interests? In fact, I think rarely, if ever, has it happened that you've run into somebody from work over the weekends or outside of work. It doesn't really happen. It's you seem to be very mysterious to the people that you work with, but then this is something that they find intriguing about you, intriguing enough for them to desperately want more answers but then not having access to it. And with access over here, definitely the people that you work with think that you do not give them a lot of access to yourself. Maybe you're the kind of person who switches off their work phone after work hours and stuff like that. So you have those clear cut boundaries. So strictly business, and then that's it. That's how they see you. And they also think that you're very difficult to read. Like, just by looking at you, they can't really tell what are you thinking about them, or what your next move might be. Now let's ask, what does your crush think of you, group 2? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands over here, and at the bottom of the deck we have Justice. I don't know. Um, Maybe this crush of yours tried to have a conversation with you, but you blocked them, or maybe you were very busy and so you weren't able to pay attention to what they were saying, and at that time they perceived it as some rejection. But definitely with the Seven of Wands over here, your crush thinks that you're not very open to anything with them, and they think the reason behind it, probably with the Justice being at the bottom of the deck, is because you think that they are not a good match for you, that they're not worthy of you, and they're not, like an equal to you. So then of course, why would you be wasting your time with them? But again, like I said, that's what they think. Maybe something else had happened and they're just reading a bit too much into the situation, or they're getting it absolutely wrong. Maybe somebody misfed some information to them, but at least as of now, with the Seven of Wands over here, your crush thinks that you're very defensive, that you have your guards up, and that it is not going to be an easy feat to get you to open up to them or to give them a chance. All right, group 2. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you guys chose the third image, let us start your reading by taking an overall look at what do people think of you, and then we will move on to your tarot cards and find out what does your partner or spouse think of you, what do your friends and family think of you, what do the people that you work with think of you, and lastly, what does your crush think of you. So the oracles that came out for you, group 3, are security. Then we have yin yang, which says balance, with the number 4. We have contract with the number 6, and we have trust. So the numbers 4 or 6 might be of some significance to you. Maybe you were born on the 4th of a month or the 6th of a month, or April, May might be of some significance to you. So, what do people think of you, group 3? I feel like right off the bat, people think that you are someone who's very confident of themselves. You are someone who does not need any external validation. You do not necessarily seek out anybody else's opinion on what you should or shouldn't be doing. You're very confident, you're very secure of yourself, you have great self esteem. In fact, with security over here, people also think that you can be a safe haven for them, that they can open up to you, that they can pour their heart out in front of you, and you will not judge them and you'll just let them be. Some of you might have felt called towards group 1 as well, or you can check that out if you want to. People also think, group 3, that you are a very balanced individual. You use both your logic as well as your emotion. You seem to have your life in order. You seem to have all your ducks in a row. You seem to have your masculine and feminine sides completely in balance, in sync. People think that you, and especially if you're someone who does have a partner, so outside of your connection, when someone sees you with your partner, they think that you guys complement each other really well. In general, over here with yin yang, the people who are the closest to you, your friends, your family, your partner, they think that you complement them really well. People think that your ability to give practical advice as well as be a listener when someone needs to do some, emotional shedding or dumping, whatever you might want to call it, you're there for them at that time. You're very dependable. People also think that you're a very just and fair person. Doesn't matter who is it in front of you. If they're wrong, you will call them out. If they're wrong, they're wrong. You are not biased, you're not partial in your judgment. People think that you like to fight for the things that you believe in. So you are someone who's not only confident about themselves, but you're someone who's also very confident about their beliefs and opinions. People think that you're someone who's very rooted, very grounded, very humble, very easy to talk to. People have zero issues trusting you. In fact, I think it's very easy for you to win other people's trust. People think that, in fact, there actually might be a lot of people who have blind faith in you, for that matter, group three. People think that you're the kind of person whom they can, you know, share pretty much anything with, and go back home, rest assured that you're not going to just vomit it out in front of the next person. People think that you're very genuine, you know, who you are and how you present yourself in front of others. It's very, very authentic, it's very genuine. You're not trying to be like somebody else, you're not trying to become somebody else. This is who you are, and you are just working on improving your own self. You know, the only person that you're competing with, as they say, is yourself, and absolutely nobody else. In fact, with contract and trust over here, there is another, a bit, I would say, feisty side to you that people also notice and they really like, which is you do not like to hand out proofs of who you are or what you do. So, just for the sake of an example, let's say that you are a psychic. And if you tell someone that you're psychic, the first thing that they might tell you is, "Oh, I'm not going to believe you that you're a psychic unless and until you tell me something about me. Then I will believe you." And your response will be, "Fine, then fuck off," and you will just move along. You're not going to sit there and prove your worth or prove how genuine you are to somebody. You'll just walk along, you'll just dust that off, and you will walk along. So yeah, that's another aspect to you which people have noticed, and I think a lot of people really like that zing that you have. Okay, let us take a look at your tarot cards now, group 3. So when I asked what does your partner or spouse think of you, I got the Six of Cups for it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So your partner absolutely, absolutely loves you, group 3, and they're very sure of it that you love them a lot as well. I feel like over here with the Six of Cups, your partner is super, super grateful to have you in their life. This is such a lovely energy over here. We have the Six of Cups over here, which is often dubbed as the card of soulmates. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, which is all about unconditional love. So your partner, firstly, is a huge, huge fan of yours. I don't think there's anything about you which they don't like. Everything about you, they really love it. If there are certain things about you which you don't like, this can be anything. Maybe there are certain habits of yours which you're not very proud of. Maybe there are certain physical features of yours which you think are imperfect. All of that is very, very dear to them. With the Six of Cups over here, more specifically, your partner thinks that you are a great person to be doing life with. You are someone who's very understanding, you're very loving, you're very caring, and you are their home. It doesn't matter whether you guys are living together or not. For them, you are the definition of home. You are the person in front of whom they can be their authentic self. Let's say that they, you know, the whole day they're out there and they've got this serious work mode on, but then when they come back home, they can kick off their shoes and they can just be themselves with you. They can relax around you. There's something about you which is very calming to their nerves, I would say, group 3, which they really appreciate. In fact, with the Six of Cups over here, your partner thinks that their bond with you, it's just getting deeper and deeper and stronger with every passing month or day, week, year that you guys have been together. Maybe a lot of you are together with your childhood sweetheart or your high school sweetheart, or this might definitely for some of you be a past life lover that you've actually reunited with in this life and you're with them. Whatever the case is, I feel like you bring out a much more softer side of this person, which perhaps they were able to unlock because of your help. And so that is why they really like you. I mean, one of the reasons, of course. And in itself, the fact that you have this ability to help someone feel like it's okay to be yourself is what they like about you. I mean, I know we were supposed to ask what do they think of you, but I guess this is what wanted to come through. Okay, now let's ask what do your friends and family think of you, group 3? We have temperance over here, and at the bottom of the deck we have the lovers. I feel so happy for you, group 3. Everyone who is important to you, you are equally important to them. That much is clear over here. With the temperance card over here, your friends and family are absolutely delighted to be a part of your life. Firstly, they think that you're someone who, again, is a very so this is nice. We have balance and temperance over here together. You're someone who has their life in order. You're someone who really goes out of their way to do things for the people that you care about, which your friends and family really appreciate about you. Similar to your partner, your friends and family also think that you have some magic in you because of which you're able to heal them or calm them down when they are stressed or when they're worried or when they're going through something, which they like about you. Your friends and family think that you are an old soul, that you are wise beyond your years. Your friends and family also think that you're the kind of person who always knows just the right thing to say or just the right thing to do to sort of diffuse any hectic situation. And then, of course, at the bottom of the deck, because we have the lovers over here, your friends and family, they know that your love for them knows no bounds. And I think over here through this reading, they want you to know it's the same. Their love for you also knows no bounds. With the temperance card over here, your friends and family think that you're the kind of person without whom life feels incomplete. Your friends and family think that you're the kind of person, group 3, whom people will miss if you're gone. And like, I don't mean in a gone sense. For example, let's say that there's some family reunion that's happening, and because of some work or something, you're the first one who has to leave. After you leave, people will immediately be able to feel that dip in the energy. They'll be able to feel that, why did group 3 have to leave so soon? It's just not the same without them. That way. Okay, now let us ask, what are the people that you work with, your clients and all included, what do they think of you, group 3? We have the sun coming out over here, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Pentacles. The people that you work with, colleagues, clients, bosses, or whoever, they firstly really admire you. They respect you a lot. You might be a very popular person at your workplace, or you might be very popular amongst your clients or in that field of work, whatever it is that you do, group 3. The people that you work with think that because of you, they feel more confident about their decisions and about what they're doing or what they should be doing. So in that sense, maybe you were able to guide them really well. You know, like how people in olden times, they would use these sun clocks. That's what I saw. So yeah, definitely I feel like a lot of the people that you work with rely on you in some way to guide them or to direct them or to tell them ideally what it is that they should be doing next. And they just blindly, believe your judgment call. They know that they can trust you. They know that you will never lead them astray. They know that you're a very non corrupt individual, so you have no vested interest in telling them anything. So it's not like today you will give them uh, poor guidance so that tomorrow they would have to come back to you again. You're not that's just not who you are. And with the 6 of Pentacles over here, there's a great deal of fairness and reciprocity to you as well. The people that you work with, they never feel that we are doing more for group 3 and group 3 takes us for granted, or they're just not that serious about this. They know that you're equally invested. They know that, for example, let's say if you are an interior designer and your client has paid you a good amount of money to redo their apartments interiors. So the kind of person that you are, or the kind of person that they think you are, they know for a fact that, A, of course, their money is absolutely safe and okay with you, and B, they know that you will do justice to the price that they've paid to you, and they know for a fact that no matter what, they'll be super happy with the work that you'll be doing for them. So this again is really positive. In fact, I feel like you might not know everybody that you work with, but everybody that you work with knows you. And lastly, let's ask, what does your crush think of you, group 3? We have justice over here, and at the bottom of the deck we have the chariot. I feel like each time your crush sees you, whether it is online or offline, their heart skips a beat. That's just how excited they get when they see you. Your crush also feels over here with the justice card, and we did have contract, of course, over here earlier as well, that you are a very well balanced person, and your crush thinks that you actually will compliment them really well. In fact, I feel like somewhere in their head or in their heart, your crush is absolutely convinced that they cannot get anybody better than you. Like, this is as good as it gets. That's what I just heard. I don't know if your crush has already expressed interest in you or not. If they haven't, the chariot over here tells me that they will take some action towards you pretty soon. Also, with the justice card over here, your crush thinks that they can't just bullshit their way around this with you. You're someone who expects a person to be serious if they're approaching them. You expect a person to be genuine when they're approaching them. So they know that if their intention is to be with you, if their intention is to get into something with you, then A, it has to be serious, and B, how genuine they are in their emotions towards you, it has to reflect in not just their words but also in their actions, because perhaps that is the only way that they can get a shot with you. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.